Welcome to Cooking with Ariel. Today I'm going to be making penne, which I already have all the ingredients set out. So I have onions, oregano, basil, green peppers, canned tomatoes, olive oil, 5 blend Italian cheese, tomato paste, garlic, Parmesan, tomatoes, penne noodles, pork and beef. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take tomatoes and we're going to put them in a blender. We're just going to take a few at a time so they can get chopped up. Okay, so now we're going to turn the heat on to medium-high. And we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. Okay, so now we're going to take our onions and we're going to put in here. And we're going to make sure that they're brown. We're going to put a little bit of oregano and a little bit of basil in there in the pan and we're also going to use our green peppers.
Alright.
So we are going to add half of the garlic up the jar here. This is actually starting to smell pretty good. So now we're going to put our chopped tomatoes into the pan. And we're gonna let that cook for about 20 minutes or so. We're gonna stir occasionally.
Perfect.
We're only about 15 minutes in from when we started cooking, and I'm just gonna add a little bit. So we're gonna add the whole can in there. And it'll help thicken our sauce. And we'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so we're gonna start making our meatballs. So we're gonna take the pork. And the beef. And Parmesan cheese. Oregano, the basil, and the Italian cheese, and we're also going to add a little bit of garlic. Good. So this is where your hands are going to get a little bit messy. You're just going to go in there. You're going to mix everything together thoroughly. You're going to mix everything thoroughly. My bad, I forgot to put the breadcrumbs in. That's why it's not fusing together very well. So we're gonna, after we put the breadcrumbs in, we're just gonna go ahead and mix it thoroughly still. So the first thing you're gonna do with the pan to make the meatballs is spray the pan. And we're using aluminum foil to save the mess. So you're going to take some meat and you're going to roll it into a ball. About 1 inch or so. And you're going to do that until you're all out of meat. we'll be back. Okay, and we're gonna bake them, so you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So now for the meatballs, we're just gonna open it up. And we're gonna put them in the oven, and we're gonna leave those in there for 20 to 25 minutes. You wanna make sure that you keep an eye on your meatballs because each oven is different. We got our water for the noodles, so we're gonna put that on medium heat, and we are also gonna add a little bit of olive oil to help separate the noodles so they don't stick. Okay, and at this time we are also gonna add the diced tomatoes in to our sauce. Add those in. And mix that up. Right. So it's been about halfway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my meatballs out and put them down on the table underneath the hot pad. There's a hot pad underneath of this so the table doesn't burn, and I'm gonna go ahead and just flip them. I like to flip them so they can cook thoroughly. So they don't stick as well. So now we are going to add slowly to the water, the tomatoes. So now we're going to mix it up. Let that sit for a while, continuously mixing it so they don't get stuck to the bottom or anything. So now we're going to add Italian 5-cheese blend to our sauce. Turn it down to low. And so we're just going to add cheese in there. And add a little bit more in there. You can put as much or as little as you want in your sauce. I'm just going to mix that in. And then you're going to add Parmesan cheese in there. And again, use as much or as little as you want. It's your spaghetti. So now we're going to make a little butter for our toast. So we're going to take some butter and we're going to pour a little bit of garlic on here. Not too much though. And then you're going to put it in the microwave. 5 seconds. And it actually took me about a minute to cook all that. We're going to use Texas toast bread. I already have that. And we're just going to put it in there, and then we're going to take it out and put it onto the plate. And just like that, garlic bread. Okay, so now that the noodles are done, we're going to turn off the heat, and then we're going to turn off the heat for the sauce. We're going to pull out the meatballs, and then it's time to eat. And here's our end product. And this is great. So please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time on Cooking with Ariel.